Remember when they hated, didn't think we make it. Now they break their neck just to look at me. Remember when I called you and you didn't fall through. Now you hate yourself, you can't look at me, look at me. Yeah. You made me. Yeah.
And what up, what's good with y'all? Alright, so what are we getting into today?
Trouble.
This is always your reply. Why you always think I'm getting in trouble or something?
I don't know.
You want me to be in trouble?
No, then I have to whoop you.
I'm too old for whoopings.
Not if I say so.
You whoop me, I'm gonna kick you out.
Well, you gotta take me home.
Nope, I'm gonna throw all your stuff right outside on the sidewalk.
Okay.
You're gonna have to figure out how to call you an Uber.
I sure would have to figure it out.
We're going to be messing with Nita's 350Z. I actually have a few pieces from the kit that I had ordered. And this time around, you guys know, usually when I'm doing kits and stuff on the car, I usually go on the extreme side. But I think the plan for her car is to keep it stock body, because stock body is pretty clean. I just want to do some, I guess you could say, tasteful things to make it look a little bit better, but not go over the top and too crazy with it. I usually go on the extreme side of things when I'm putting kits together, when I'm trying to do the aesthetic points of a car. You guys see my FD. I really like kits that I don't like a full kit that you just buy it off the shelf and you just throw it together and bam, you have a full kit. I usually piece together kits and I start modifying things on all my cars. That way you get that like, ooh, this looks cool, it looks different. Where do you get that at? I like when people are like, where do you get that at for certain pieces, because those pieces do be custom. When it comes over to like the rear bumper right here, you can't find this rear bumper. Why? Because it is custom. We took another bumper and modified this thing to get it to look like this. So, you know, it has its own little touch to it. On my 350Z, I'm running the KBD kit, which is the KBD rear, KBD side skirts, and then the front bumper right here is customly modified. You can see right there with the vents and stuff. So I do have my own little twist. Obviously, you know, my boys over at Works Customs, they fine-tuned all the lines and stuff, redid all the wide body lines and sharpened things up to where you get these nice, you know, these nice looking curves, things you won't find on another stock body Z or a wide body Z. Like, these are all lines that are custom. And then we come over to my 300ZX. I'm running the KBD front bumper, but then when it comes to the actual wide body kit, this wide body kit on here this is the very first one out of the mode. Pac-Man has the mode version, and then mine's are the very first ones out of that mode. And then you come back over here, you have the Wind Factory wing, the Wind Factory rear diffuser, which is a little on the hard side to find. Then you guys know my vets, they all run carbon fiber wide bodies. My C5 is carbon fiber wide body. My C6 is like the super vet carbon fiber wide body. Everything up until this point has been like a custom wide body or something modified to keep the cars looking good and, you know, looking different. But with all that being said, man, for this car, Nita's car, since the stock body is so clean, I'm like, you know what, I want to do something a little different. Instead of going extreme and spending a bunch of money on a body kit, I want to see if I can make an eBay kit look good. I'm not going extreme. I'm just going literally like, you'll see what y'all see what I'm doing. But this kit was, I think, relatively inexpensive. Altogether is probably like, I want to say $500, whereas like on this car you couldn't even get the diffuser for that. So for this car, I want to see if I can make this thing look good without spending a bunch of money. Everything that I'm putting on here, nothing is expensive. So for the kit itself, we're probably looking at, with the stuff that I bought, probably about $500 or so. KBD is sending a full kit for this, so it will be changed up. But for now, since it's all stock, I want to see if we can get something on there. That way I can give some kids or somebody a little bit of motivation. Hopefully somebody's watching this that doesn't have a bunch of funds, and this will give you guys an idea, kind of like a route you can go that's very inexpensive, and it will take your car from looking like a stock car to what you guys are about to see today. So anywho, let's start loading up stuff. One thing y'all gonna see is this little diffuser right here. We're gonna be throwing this on. Got this diffuser off eBay. I think this thing was like $50 or something. And then these are gonna be the side skirts that we're gonna be throwing on here. This was probably the most expensive piece out of everything. These side skirts were $299. I think after shipping and taxes, they ended up being like $328 or something like that. So This is the expensive part on it, but you don't have to get these side skirts. I got these side skirts because they were poly, but you can get a different set of side skirts for I think a little bit cheaper. There are a few other options, but I really like these, so I decided to spend a little money and grab these. But so far we're under our $500 budget. What's up? I walk in the house and you trying to throw them things? You trying to throw them things? What? See me? Woo! You think you? Come on, come on.
What you backing up?
I'm not gonna let you hit me.
Why
Ooh,
not?
look.
Why
Like
not?
fast as a butterfly, get stung like a bee. Nah, you trying to set me up.
I wouldn't set my baby up.
I walk in the house and you try to throw them things on me. All right, so we just getting here to White Aaron's. We're about to kick his car out of the garage. And then we're gonna pull the Z in. That way we can get started on the side skirts and get that diffuser and stuff on. You still got some self-taps here?
I don't know. We might have to go get it.
Oh.
I think last time when we checked, remember we used.
Oh, you killing me.
We used.
I left a box of self-taps. This fool didn't use them all.
Yep.
Little cheap diffuser.
Dude, this
my
is-
budget build.
Hey, this is sick though. I like it.
Let me grab these. Probably won't need that, but
Double-sided sticky tape.
yeah.
We always need double-sided sticky tape.
I mean, we'll need it, but
Yeah.
not on a side skirt.
right.
There we go. Done.
Thin.
In right here by the exhaust. It came with these little bolts right here, so we're just gonna bolt these in. That way this shit don't stretch on us or create something to where the shit falls off because of the heat.
Oh yeah.
I'll just add some extra ones down here.
Hell yeah.
No gaps.
No, it looks good. This actually has pretty nice fit.
You gotta get one, baby. It's cheap. You like stock bumpers? Get all the dirt and grime off that thing. Close the door on it.
Yeah.
Alright, so right now we're getting the side skirts mounted up. Already got one tab in here holding it right here. And then we're just gonna add the self tabs along the inside of the door. We're gonna see if we can get another OEM tab back up in here to hold it up. That way it's mounted up, kind of like OEM-ish. Alright, so we just got the side skirts mounted on. Everything fits hella good, actually. Look at that fit, man. These are probably some of the best fitting side skirts that I've seen. Fit up hella good. And then inside here by the door, you are gonna have to do a little bit of modifying. So right here on your factory little panel right here, little cover thing, you basically gonna have to trim it a little bit. Add like a little C-notch to it, because this part right here, if you drill this in or mount it this way, your cover won't go on because it won't slide over, plus it bows out right here. So you're gonna have the notch right here, and you're gonna have the notch right there. That way you can still get your cover to sit in there like this. All right, time to pull this thing out and see what it's looking like. Granted, we're not done yet. Dang, the side skirts look hella good. This little 3/4 view looks pretty sick. And don't want y'all thinking we're gonna be done, because we do have a front lip that's gonna be arriving. I actually have some rear add-ons that we're gonna be putting on here, so we're not done. We still got a full eBay kit, but for today, this is gonna be it for today. We're gonna wait for the rest of the stuff to come, and it should be here tomorrow. Looks pretty good, right?
Yeah, I like it.
All right, what's good? Here we go, day 2. The lip arrived. Been waiting for this thing for a couple days. Oh yeah, as y'all can see right now too, we got my boy Aaron's merch on. This Aaron's hoodie. I'm gonna have to figure out what company he used. This thing is comfortable, and I like this color. I might have to jack this for a Velpier release of my official brand. This feels good. Here, Granny, open this. What are you doing? Granny didn't want to help me, so I guess I gotta open this thing up myself. Yeah! Hulk Hogan.
You gotta spread the leg to do all that.
Yeah, you gotta get leverage. And here is the lip. Give y'all a quick little look. We'll just sit this on here real quick. Look at that. Almost perfect.
Ooh, that's kind of nice.
Fits pretty good too.
You already testing it at the house?
Yeah, kind of, sort of. Come on. Now it's just sitting up there. Fitment is actually pretty good on there. There's no self ties or anything holding it up right now. It's just a super tight fit, but you guys get an idea of how it's looking right now. This thing looks hella good for a little cheap little freaking, I think it was like 120 bucks. Remember, this is our eBay budget kit build that we're just trying to get this thing to see if we can do a cheap kit, something relatively inexpensive for the people that don't have a bunch of bread to spend on the kit. So let's get this thing tapped up, and then we'll do a little walk around. Can you cut the wood for me?
Yep. Good?
Yep. This is how she's looking with the new little lip on there. Lip looks pretty sick.
I like it.
It's like the most common lip that you usually see on 350s, but doesn't look too bad. It actually goes good with these Vertex rep style, Vertex rep style, these Vertex style, or these Vertex rep style side skirts. And I think the lip was like 120 bucks. Side skirts after shipping and taxing was $330 or something like that. The diffuser, super cheap. The diffuser was only like, I think like 60 bucks or something like that. And then I have the last piece that we're waiting for is the rear mud guards right here. That way it just ties this all in and makes it flow a little bit better. But I know for sure this was like under 650 bucks for everything. You know, it looks pretty good.
I feel like the side skirts have like, kind of like, now that they're on there, have like kind of like evened out too. They're not all like twisted from the bottom.
Yeah.
And that type of stuff.
Looks good.
Yeah, it looks really good.
Have the eyelids that are color matched, so thing will look aggressive. But for a stock body car, literally relatively inexpensive. Like if you were to kit your car, you'd end up spending like $2,000 or whatever kit you decide to go with. Realistically, like even a cheap full body kit, I think is at like minimum of like 1,200 bucks. Right now with COVID prices and the shipping, probably about 15. So I think even before COVID, bruh, these side skirts were listed as like 80 bucks. No fucking lie. I seen them on the website for 80. Then when you click the link, it goes $299. So hopefully after COVID and everything, these things will go back down to maybe 100 and some bucks. But right now they're marked up like wildness. If prices and everything were normal, you could do this full kit probably for about $300, which is like wild cheap to take your car from looking stock to looking like, you know, something. Color these things black.
Why they gotta be black?
Usually if you order the little side splitters or whatever, they'd be like, I want to say freaking probably about 200 bucks or so. But You can literally make the exact same splitters that they're selling online. I was about to head over to Aaron's and throw these things back on. So you can see one side is glossy. This is all just dust and dirt, but one side is glossy, and look, when you flip it over, oh my, it looks like all the shit they sell on eBay. You can literally go to any Tap Plastics and make these. All you have to do is measure it out. I think I did 6 inches wide. I can't remember the length I had measured out, but measure it out for your side skirt, and then they'll just cut it. It literally, like, if you make these yourself, I promise you, it's only like freaking 55 bucks or something. So you don't have to order splitters off eBay. You just don't. If you got the time to do it, you want to save some money, you can literally make them yourself. I'm giving y'all tricks of the trade. I'm pretty sure that some of these companies are probably gonna be butthurt about it, but you know, everybody doesn't have money to freaking buy them. So if you want to do that, there you go. There's a trick to that. And they have different lip options. You can actually get a lip that's cheaper than this one. The other lip they offer, which is the Vertex style lip, which I'm mind boggled that people really don't do that look. And that's the lip I almost was going to get. It's actually cheaper than this one. This one was 120 some bucks, and the other lip was, I think it was like $100 or $98, something like that. So it is slightly cheaper, and it does flow with the side skirts. But the reason why I did this lip is because KBD is sending me a whole new bumper, but the sides and the rear that they're sending me actually match up with this lip. So the reason I didn't do the Vertex style to match with the side skirts is because I want to be able to use this front bumper with the kit that KBD sending me. There's a bunch of different lip options for 350Zs. This one is probably by far the most common. You see this lip a lot on 350Zs, but there are a few other options out there, like the Vertex style lip that I think is dope, and then the front lip that I have on my 350Z in the garage. You can also take this out, get some cardboard, put some cardboard underneath it, trace the front of it, move it forward, make straight lines back that way, and take that to Tap Plastics also, and then you can make a front splitter that matches up to your side splitters. There's tons of options, man. It's just a matter of having the creative mind and knowing how to make it. But there's tons and tons of options that you guys can pick from. I'm just throwing things out there for, you know, somebody that wants to go a little deeper and attempt to do the things that I'm saying. But for somebody that just wants a clean, simple look, like, this looks pretty freaking good. For the rear diffuser, like, you see it here and there, but I guess people think since it's an eBay diffuser, like, oh, it's gonna be eBay, it fits like crap, but it doesn't. Like, look at that thing, lines up flawless on here. All right, the last little thing we're about to be doing is installing these homemade side splitters. Let's get these things on.
Just don't get under it.
Oh, great. Hold on, go down. You got it stuck on the cardboard.
My bad.
All right.
That's why. You know, my brother always say, there's no room for egos in the house that we build. And right now we building heaven. So I invite you into this house. You're welcome.
Feeling like can't nobody tell me nothing. Yeah. The main one's talking.
All right, even though it's all dark, there you go, so you guys can see that. Side splitters on. Got them kind of like to where they're just about flush with the tire. So front tire and the rear tire are both even with the splitter. Look pretty good. Like I said, make one for the front lip, and then that's it. But overall, it looks cool. The cheap kit.
I've been going too crazy, these niggas too shady. Speed limit 65, I'm about to do 80. Fucking niggas hating on. I've been on the come up. You can go to speed, but it's better if you run up. You can ride with a nigga, but I'ma give you a choice. If you really wanna holler, then I'ma